What's good, everybody? What's good? How everybody doing this evening, man? What's going on? Who we got in here? Please hit the like button on your way in if you just joined us. So we got Pool Man 313 in the building. What's good, bro? Shout out to D-Town, man. Salute XL Pro. Oh man, man, I've been hip to the crypto, Justin. Oh man, I asked Andre, what's good, brother? Ain't seen you in a while, man. What's going on? Afro National, salute. Final Fantasy, what's good, yo? DN 3001. See, Craig Beats, what's good, brother? Motivator for you, what's good, man? Yeah, Final Fan. Hey, you know what? Final Fantasy YouTube been acting kind of weird yet. Like they had like a glitch a couple days ago, man. I was blowing them up about it. Bluff City Nerd, what's good, brother? All right, man. Please hit the like button. I'm sorry, I don't see any of my moderators. Shadow Slayer. I don't know, probably doing some school stuff and that whatnot. All right, I ain't gonna waste too much time, man. All right. Uh, you know what, passport, bro? I'll talk about that later. Let me see that. All right. Go ahead, bring in Brazil, yes, man. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I appreciate you taking the time, bro. This actually probably been a long time coming, man. The people been asking me for this for a while. I was like, you know what? I'm like, well, when my trip coming up, it's probably a better time than now to reach out to him, man, because this gonna be my first trip, man. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, so I'm definitely been trying to reach out to the OGs of this, man, and just be more familiar with the ins and outs, and just seeing what other guys experience, and just preparing myself for what's to come. So
Oh, you're gonna be happy about it, man.
yeah,
You gonna be.
that's what everybody keep telling me, man. Yeah, shout out to Masculine Frame, man. One of my moderators, man. Appreciate you. Hey, Masculine Frame, man. Make sure you put down the travel channel as well, bro, for me in the chat, man. Please hit the like button on your way in, guys. Uh, yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, that actually leads me to my first question, man. I wanted to ask you, man, like what gave you that jump start, or that, like, what inspired you to like start what made you want to travel? Basically, is what I want to know.
Uh, I was on Blog Talk Radio before like all of this YouTube started popping off like that. Um, and it was like I was talking to a guy. He was a Hebrew Israelite, and I was talking to him, and he chopping up with him. He was like, "Yo, what a Belize," and I was like, Yeah, Belize. I never thought about traveling. I hear different places, but it's mainly the Caribbean islands. So I was chopping up with him, and he was like, "Yo, try that out. You talk about travel." I said, "Yeah, I've been hearing people talk about it lately." That's when R.I.P. to Charles Tyler.
Mm.
That's when I guess all of that was bubbling up, but I didn't know nothing about that section. It just came to mind one day. I didn't see no videos. I didn't see anything. So we started talking about it on Blog Talk. I said, "Yo, let me go do it. Let me see what he's talking about." And Belize was on the screen, but then Brazil was. There was a lady in one of them carnival outfits, and I was like, "Yo, what is about this Brazil?" I'm like, "This is something I need to be interested in." So that's how it popped off, and then I was like, I started looking at video after video after video after video, and I was like, "Yo, I need to see what this is about going overseas." So of course, the nervousness and stuff like that, but I never really was nervous going overseas. I'm gonna be real with you, because when you had it through the roof with the same old, now you want to try something different, and that's what happened. That's how I got to traveling. Just a conversation on Blog Talk Radio when Blog Talk was popping, and it went from there to just trying out Brazil for the first time.
Oh, okay. I'm like, so let me ask you this: Did you ever go back, end up going to Belize?
No, I watched my last time. like talked about or was interested in Belize was I watched the lady video. It was a lady living out in Belize from America, and she was like, she leaves her door open. She never has to lock her door or whatever like that in her particular area of Belize. And that was the last thing I looked at Belize. I've never been interested after Brazil. I've never thought about going. It was is like empty when it comes to Belize. So I never looked into it after that.
Okay, because I was gonna say a friend of mine is literally coming back from a cruise around that way, and I told him, I'm like, bro, from what I've been told and from what I've seen, Belize is like a hidden gem. I mean,
Mm.
it's like some of the clearest waters and best beaches in the world, from what I'm told. So,
The only
and
person I know from Belize is Shine, the rapper. So that's the only person that,
oh, okay, I didn't know he was from there. Wow,
yeah,
okay.
that's where they shipped him back to when he, after that gun charge, as soon as he got out of prison, they shipped him right off to Belize. So, because that's where he was born and stayed there a couple years, and then he moved to Brooklyn. So that's the only guy I knew that was actually from that area.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right, that's what's up. All
Yeah.
right, so all right, I gotta get to this, man, because I've been wanting to ask you this myself because when I saw you tell them this story on I think it was Andre and Andrea's channel, bro.
Mhm.
Please tell the people, man, how you got your passport. You gotta tell them. No, hey, y'all, for the people that's watching, bro, hear it, bro. You ain't if you ain't no, bro. Nah, because let me tell you something. When I heard your story, I was like, bro, I have no excuse not to have my passport, bro.
Yeah.
I
So
have no excuse not to have, man.
it was crazy to me because I already paid for the ticket and I had like about, I don't know, a few days or whatever like that to get my passport and get things situated. We're probably about a few, anywhere from like a week or more or whatever like that. So when I went to go do my passport, they was like, yo, your birth certificate is not legit. And I'm like, what? I had the same birth certificate my entire life. And they was like, nah, your birth certificate is not legit. So I'm like, what? They was like, you need to get a copy. So I waited a couple days I applied for the copy for Jersey. I'm born and raised in Jersey City, New Jersey. And so I applied for the copy, never came in. 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, and I got it expedited. Nothing came in. I called down there. They was like, they don't know what's going on. Give me the runaround. So I was like, yo, it was like, I'll never forget this. It was like a Thursday or Friday night. And I didn't have no sleep. I jumped in my car, literally took off my work attire, jumped right in the car and hit the road. I ain't care about rush hour. I ain't care about any of that. I'm on fumes right now because at that time I used to walk around all day, every day, right? And so I jumped in. I jumped in my car, jumped in traffic hit on my way to Jersey. Next thing out of nowhere, I get down there. I get to Jersey. I get up there rather, and I get to Jersey, and I stopped in Trenton. The lady said, "Well, we just sent your 3 copies of your birth certificate to Atlanta." I was like, "What?" I was like, the lady was giving me the runaround on the phone. I was like, matter of fact, just give me 3 copies right now. So I purchased the 3 copies. Next thing I don't know, I was gonna go see my brother, chill with them. I was like, nah, I don't want. I don't think so. I'm sleepy already. I need to get back on the road. Head to back to Georgia. Headed back to Georgia. Nodded off. Ended up on the side of the road, damn near in a ditch somewhere. Broke my axle on my car. Wheel was unaligned, bent, wobbling. So I didn't know what to do. So I was like, oh shit. So I'm thinking, I mean, I don't, because you know our YouTube is sensitive with curses. But so next thing I don't know, where I was like, oh snap. Um, yo, what am I gonna do? So I'm driving on the highway like 35 to 45 miles an hour because my wheel was like, come to find out it wasn't the axle, it was just I bent the rim to like if damn near folded because of the branches on the side of the road. Who knows? The tree that I hit, who knows? So I'm like, oh snap. Pulled into Virginia. Never forget this. It happened in Virginia. Pulled in there, going to all of these auto body shops. They like, yo, They like, yo, we can't help you. I'm like, you can't help me. Nah, man, you got these specialty rims on your car. They ain't have the lug nut for them. They was like, you ain't got one? I said, no. Went to another one. And I'm creeping through. I'm like, yo, what the hell I'm going to do, man? I got to get back. So next year, out of nowhere, I made it to this small little shop. And the guy was trying. He was like, man, I can't find it. All of a sudden, he pulled out this black, long lug remover. All of it, he put it in there. He said, looks like you in business. Zoop, zoop, zoop. He was like, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna put this on there, but it looked like more than just your rim. It's like something is off. And so he was like, but you can't go fast because that rim in the back is bent a little bit too, and the front got something wrong with the whatever you hit. And then I got it to where you can make it back. So I was like, I can make it back. He was like, yeah, you can make it back. So I tried to peel off some money. He was like, no, I don't want that. He was like, you good? And I said no, and I tried to force it. He wouldn't take it. So he was like, come on, bro, you're good. You with the country accent. So I was like, man, thank you. So I jumped in the car. I waited a couple of times for traffic to die down and I don't be a burden on the highway when they want to go fast because they just getting off of work. So I hit the highway going 45 miles an hour from the top of Virginia all the way to Atlanta. I made it back early in the morning. It was like Sunday. It was probably like, man, this had to have been like 6 a.m. I made it back driving 45 miles on the highway all the way back to Atlanta. Made it back, parked my car, didn't care about getting it fixed or nothing. Parked my car, put everything in no, it was Monday. It was Monday morning, not Sunday, Monday morning. And waited for the post office. I ran to the post office, waited outside for them to open and with my birth certificates. Because the lady said, all you got to do is come back and show. But here's the thing where I forgot to tell on Andre's show. I forgot my paperwork at the crib when I made it to the post office. So when I made it there, the lady was like, well, where's everything else? I put it in a little folder because you know, the post office got those little folders. She put it in one, you know, you could tape it up and ship it off to somewhere. So she just let me have it, put everything in. She put my social security card. She put my mess up birth certificate. She put all of that in there for me to have so I could bring it back. All of the paperwork and everything. She put the photos because they take the photos at the post office. I did all of that already. Only thing I had to do was return and show her the birth certificate so she could ship everything off. Man, I didn't even wait. No sleep. I'm on fumes. And after that happened, I went straight back to work. I didn't get no sleep. And now at that time, it was probably like 3.5 days. I didn't get no sleep. So once that happened, I went straight to, I was like, yo, forget that. I went straight to work and then just start going to work like normal because I was on fumes. I've never been out the country before. And all of this is happening to me. Car messed up, birth certificate problem. Most people was like, yo, I'm going to take that as a sign not to go. Like, I'm not looking at that as negative. I'm looking at that, the inverse, the opposite, where if all of this is happening, is meant for me to go to Brazil. Is meant for me to go try to, is meant for me to feel the energy in the culture and the people and be around the people of that particular land. Is meant for that. So I was like, I took it as an but most people like, bro, you sure you want to go? Bro, man, I don't think you should go, bro. All of this happening to you. I'm talking to family members. I was like, I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear all that. I'm getting on this plane. I'm packing my bags, and I already got the money out. I took too much money out, paid too much for my ticket. But to me, that experience, all of it was worth it. I don't take nothing back. I don't take my car being jacked up. I don't take the price I had to pay to fix everything. After I return, I ain't care about none of that. And to this day, I still don't care.
That's what's up, man. So yeah, man, no excuses, bro. Get y'all passports, bro. What I tell you, when I heard that story, I was like, damn, bro, that's rough. I'm like, but that man made sure he made that trip. No excuse, no excuses, bro.
None.
And from
None.
there, and from bro, when I heard that story, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, ain't no excuse for me not to get my passport for real, man.
And most guys would have backed off.
Mm-hmm.
Most guys would have been afraid. Most guys would have listened to their family members. And I'm talking to a lot of guys. So when I said I was going, all of them guys, yo, man, is it safe? Yo, man, you sure you want to do this? Yo, man, I heard about this. Yo, I heard about that. I was like, I, I'm hearing you guys. I know you concerned about my well-being, but for me, I needed to do this. I need to do this, and I'm gonna warn you guys that you need to do this also. Them very same guys. Here's the kicker, right? Those very same guys that were trying to talk me out of it, all my friends, and some of them I don't even talk to. Well, most of them I don't talk to anymore. Those very same guys to this day are going through stuff with women, have been ran through the ringer or run through the ringer with divorces. A lot of them are dealing with child support issues. A lot, and they see my videos now, and the very thing that they say, "Yo, you know what's crazy, bro? I wish I would have listened to." They coming back to me saying that I don't have any children in the United States of America. I don't have no girlfriend in the United States of America. I don't have no hiccups, no bills, no major issues in the United States of America. I don't have no debt or anything like that in the United States of America. I don't have people that I don't want to be around and can't stand in the United States of America that's actually in my circle. You see how this all worked out for me? And it could have worked out for those guys if they would have just thought outside the box, but they were so used to it. Think about this. You know, I'm pretty sure people heard me say this before. Your TV is a square. Your damn phone is a square. Almost your shoes now are squares where they're trying to change the tips of them, right? Your tables are squares. Your all of your apartments, your houses, all they know is these boxes, these mental boxes. So I was looking like, yo, all of these mental boxes, y'all need to think outside of that, this proverbial box. Think outside of that and increase your nah, bro. Safety. Nah, bro. I heard this will happen to you. Nah, bro. Don't I don't think people going through political issues. Nah. Listen, I'm not concerned with any of that. If it's meant for me to cease this earth, it's meant. If it's meant for me to stay here, it's meant. If it's meant for something happened to my car. I could have, if that was the time for something to happen to me, I should have been off on the side of the road, broken jaw, probably possibly passed away. You can't say that on these airways, but possibly passed away or anything like that. So for me to look at it like that and for those guys to come back all of these years and say that they wish they would have listened to me. They wish they can take it back. They have that biggest regret in their lives to not listen to me to go overseas.
Yeah, I got a feeling I got a couple friends because I got a couple friends myself that I'm trying to get them to get on the same wave, and they moving slow, and I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, but when I start showing you these receipts in the next here a few months, I'm like, don't be over here blowing up my phone talking about like, damn, bro, I should have went and got the passport like I told you to. I'm like, bro, I told you. Let me hit this super chat real quick.
Okay.
Traveler 4444 with the $5 super chat said you both are doing a great service for all. Man, thank you, my G. Thank you. I appreciate that. Then Grinder with the $2 sticker. Appreciate that, sir. Yeah, man. Shout out to Brazil. Yes, please subscribe to his channel. Yeah, so my next question, so like what all places have you been? And I'm like, about how long have you been traveling now?
I've been traveling since like 2015. Um, I've been talking about it on Blog Talk first, so that's what triggered it. But it was mainly talk. But traveling since 2015. I've been I've been to Cuba. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Panama. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to Dominican Republic. I've been to um, Peru. I've been to and others I can't remember right now.
Okay, like you've been to like the other hot five too, like
No,
Colombia.
I'm going to those. That's why I'm going to those in the next few weeks. Like I told you, I'm doing a trek, and I don't know if you want to get into that now, but I'm doing a trek to all of those places to get that out the way because I just want to see what all the hype is about in some of these places, and I always go there with an open mind. I always go there with an open mind. I never go nowhere and say, "Yo, I ain't gonna like it." Hell, people think I wouldn't like Peru. I wouldn't like Peru. I loved it. I loved it. I go there 10 times over when things die down, but I love it. I even go there now while things are high because it's only happening in certain places. But like I wouldn't take it back. But like I said, it's been an experience, and I want to go to all of those places to get it over. Again, I'm not interested. Like I said a few weeks ago or a couple days ago, I'm not interested in the Southeast Asian place that people are going to. I'm going to different parts of Southeast Asia because I want to again think outside the box. So I understand I'm gonna go probably eventually go to those like the Philippines and Thailand, but for now, I just want to go to other places that people not mentioning. That's in Southeast Asia, that's in Africa, and that's in Europe.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, I hear you on that because a lot of people been trying to put me on the well, I've actually been trying to put people on the Vietnam just off of
Mm,
just off of the strength that the cost of living is like so cheap.
I heard
And
it's pennies on the dollar. Yeah.
yeah, like seriously, like it's crazy. And then you got other countries like Cambodia and Laos. I think like those are kind of like hidden gems as far as the women go. And you know, as far as Africa, I know like a lot of people are trying to like tap into places like Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia. Me personally, myself, I kind of want to go to Morocco. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get the obvious Southeast Asian places out of the way, just because you know there are other YouTubers that I'm gonna be linking up with when I go out there. But
Hmm.
I'm like you, man. I want to go to like different spots. Like I've been telling people, like one of the spots that I actually want to go to is Switzerland. I'm like, and I know everybody be like Switzerland. Why the hell you want to go to Switzerland? I'm like, dude. I'm like, if you just see some of the sites, I'm like, you'll understand why. I'm like, because I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I know it's about the women, but you know, I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, shit. I'm like, if I'm gonna spend all this money, I'm like, let me get my money's worth. Like, you know
And
what I
then
mean?
you're gonna be on that plane for what, 24 hours? So you're gonna be trekking to some of those South Central, Southeast Asian places for like 24 hours, some of them flights.
Yep.
So like we're jumping on different flights and stuff like that. So yeah, you want to go to where you well researched before you get there and all of that stuff. So I don't blame you.
Right. The solo traveler ORD with the $5 super chat said, "Yes, sir. Yes is in the building." That's
Yo, shout out to Solar Travel ORD, man. What up, bro?
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm not sleeping on Romanian women at all, man. I'm like, I actually kind of want to go there because I think that's where the castle of Dracula is at, ain't it?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
Is
never
it?
even thought about Romania.
Think it's in Bucharest if I'm right. I'm not sure. Um,
Mm.
okay, it says Switzerland's on this bucket list too. Yeah, it's for me it's Interlake in Switzerland. Actually, I think Andre and Andrea said they were supposed to be going up there or either going to Europe in the summer too. Because I was
Oh
thinking,
yeah, I want to get that out the way. Yeah.
yeah, for real. So what? So yeah, so what other places do you want to go to?
Well, you one of my guys, Mike, he's going to Italy. So I'm thinking about going there with him in February. My birthday is actually in about a week and a half. So I don't
Oh,
know if I'm going. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do. I was going to wait, or I just do my 40th time in Brazil for my 40th birthday, like I was planning. But I don't know. So I'm trying to think. But I want to go to Italy. If he's going out there, I'm thinking about it. Even though I heard that they're more like the women are more defensive, they more like giving you pushback and all of that type of stuff. But I still want to try it because it's not just about that. Like we always say, Um, so I want to do Italy. I definitely want to do German, just to touch Germany, because I've been hearing so much about it, but they didn't. It's not like a. It's not like a bad thing to hear about Germany, so it was good. I want to go to Czech Republic. I really want to go to Czech Republic. That's been on my bucket list. I want to go to Poland, in Europe. So if you want to talk about European countries, and then they got this small little island uh, that I think is controlled by Spain. And I said I'd never actually go to Spain, but this is that little island. Come to find out, is owned by Spain. It's like a little small little island, not on the landmass, right near the bottom of Spain. I forgot the name of it, but I also want to go try there.
Oh, okay then. All right, damn, that's what's up. Yeah, because I'm like, I definitely want to try. Yeah, because Germany apparently they love brothers. I'm like, that's
Hmm.
been something I see constantly in the comments all the time. Um, See that hit with the $5 super chat says countries that almost no one talks about are Madagascar. I actually been hearing about Madagascar lately. Lesotho, Laos. Yeah, I was just talking. I just mentioned Laos earlier. Very similar to Thailand culturally and language wise. Mongolia, etc. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Oslo, Norway. I actually want to go to Norway because that's like one of the few places on Earth where they got like damn near 24-hour daylight, like once a year or some shit. So I'm like, I definitely want to try that out. Um, yeah, man. So let me see. What was my next question? Yeah. So to the women, like I would say, name like about like two. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Hold on. They coming in
Uh-oh.
hot. Oh yeah, kid, it's the homie, man. Shout out the Global Passport crew, man. He says shout out to yes, Vlad's castle, Dracula's castle is in Bucharest. Yeah, see, I thought so.
Mm,
See, I'm starting to get familiar where all this stuff is at, man. It's like I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. Okay, there go Shadow Slayer. I was wondering where you at, boy.
nice.
And, that's one of my youngins, man. My young gunners, bro. Um,
Nice.
so what would you think? What would you say off the top of your head, like the top three things that you noticed as far as the differences between the American women versus the foreign women?
Um, man, oh man, oh man. Look, I got a video, and I'm a basically premiere part of the content on here, and I bet you'll go viral. Um, I noticed that foreign women, the number one thing is like they rag on us for saying, y'all just want it easy. We want an easy heartbeat. We want to breathe easy, right? And that term, yo, breathe easy. That
Mm,
means calm down. We want that, right? We want to think clearly. We don't want our mind to hurt every time we have a thought and say, yo, right? We want our thoughts to be fluid. We want our thoughts to go in. We want to walk easily if we can. If some of the brothers disabled, this is no knock to anybody, but we want to do that, right? We want our heart to beat easy. Like, what's wrong with that? You see what I'm saying? So I think throughout all of that, the women are much more tolerant, much more easy to deal because everybody tolerates everybody to a certain extent. Everybody has a tolerance level. So there's not a higher tolerance level when you're dealing with foreign women. So I'll say that, and may the force be with you. Every time a dude travel overseas, may the force be with you. A feminine, organized, emotionally organized, right? Respectful, cooperative, and encouraging woman. The force is what foreign women outshine women in the United States any day, right? Even some of the women that they call the most staunch, hardcore feminists, when you go to a lot of these countries, you'll be like, you're a feminist? Well, you don't have that demeanor or you don't have that energy that they have where I'm from when they talk about like they on some other stuff with it. So I'll say like right there, the force, and it's more than three. That's the five right there that we need,
mm,
and that's a powerhouse within itself. So I'll say that's a lot better. The communication. People say, "Well, you guys don't know the language." Well, I went to a place, and the reason why I kept going to the same place over and over and over, because I learned the language to use it. You see what I'm saying? If I had a affinity for Tanzania, then I'll go learn Swahili, right? And I'll really delve into it, and I'll keep going back to Tanzania. So I'm saying, like, that's the thing that we doing. Like, they make you want to make a connection with them. They make it like the yin and the yang, the negative, positive with the battery. They make it like the male and female meeting up together to connect. So that right there in itself, all of those attributes, and then plus they're very helpful. For instance, a foreign woman, people got this twisted. Yo, they trying to take your money. Yo, they just want. No, no. The difference between a foreign woman and a U.S. woman is trying to remove, like, it's like, not all, and that's the only time I'm gonna qualify myself in everything I'm saying tonight. Not all, but it's like a parasitic relationship, and they want you to stay here and deal with the parasitic relationship. They want to be your host, and then when they're done and your pockets are I wonder, can we say that on YouTube? Your pockets are dead. Then they'll move to the next pocket that's alive. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a parasite to a host relationship here, but the difference is the parasite is trying to take everything in large quantities, versus if you want to say they're parasites too, well, they only want to take a drop, and they don't really want to take a drop. They want everything else within that drop, but they still want you to keep maintaining. They still want you to go on. They still want you. So I see that. So overseas, you get the term like more bang for your buck. You get you get more. There's a certain quantity that you'll receive when you do the smallest thing, when you do the slightest thing. And so for somebody who's people that think wealth or think about money or think about survival or think about not even survival, but think about continuing their life and growing what they've already achieved, for somebody to be against that means that they're not doing well with their finances, they're not doing well with their emotional state, they're not doing well with their connection, they're not doing well with their interpersonal skills, they're not doing well with any of that, you know? They're not doing well with any of that. So foreign women protect your pockets. They'll protect you. That's why we got this term we call women, and it's not that we don't mean this in a disparaging way. We call them guard dogs, because they'll guard your heart, they'll guard your wallet, they'll guard you from the people in their country. If they really are connected to you like that, it all depends on what you want. Some people, again, might want to pay to leave. Cool. We got those crowd of men. I don't know, not to them. But I'm talking about the guys that actually want to see the differences and don't know the differences until they actually speak to guys like me. And they're like, damn, there really are differences. Yes, there really are. So, like, but it's to the magnitude of what's happening and the actuality of what's happening. That's the way I see it. And the foreign women excel in all of those avenues. They excel with their emotional energy. They excel with their financial their financial interactions with you, as far as like relationship wise, marriage wise, or if you want to pay them, that's on you. That's the third one. Those guys are out there, long as they do it legally. But I'm not going to promote it and let them do them. But and I don't knock them at all. Let them do them.
Right.
So they want that. They want us to not see those different attributes of a foreign woman with all of that. Then she got a familiar structure. Most of the familiar structure here, the family structure, is like women run everything. The men, if you bow down, and the moment you don't bow down, and the moment you stand up as a man, and this is going to happen to you, right? There's a outside entity that's going to control your life from that point, as far as marriage. All of those different things is what changes when you go overseas and when you make that connection with them, in my opinion. Now, Guys might feel a certain type of way. Guys might think that all guys are paying. That's on you. If you think I paid Leia to be with me, the first Brazilian woman I met, the first woman I met out the country, had a real relationship with her for years. You think that I paid her to be around, or I paid her bills, or not happening, right? Not happening. That's just how I roll. So those are the different points I'm seeing with women, and of course you got those ones when they start being in like, let's just read, they start being intrigued with American culture and trying to mimic stuff that happened here. I run simple. I run. If that woman is showing signs, well, women are like this everywhere. That's dumb. Anybody saying that women are the same is a dumb individual. Just dumb. So I don't even engage with those people. That's why I rarely communicate or talk to people in the travel game, because they have these absurd, like, the ways of thinking. Like, yo, y'all going over there for this, and now many of those people that did have those things that they said about us years ago, 2 years, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when I was taking the heat for all of this, when nobody wasn't watching, those same guys are coming around now and say, oh, yo, I see what you guys are saying. There's 190 plus countries on this earth. You think that all of the women are the same everywhere? Everywhere.
Right,
That's
that's
crazy to
ridiculous.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You're right. Oh man, these super chats coming in hot. Let me get caught up with these. See, Kings and Dreams with the $5 super chat says salute my brother Rome in Brazil. Yes, yes, sir. Said he came in again. The $2 super chat said Brazil. Yes, said we got a collab soon. All right, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I had Kings of Dreams on my channel. See, I had him on here probably about a few weeks ago, and bro, I'm like, man, just welcome me in with open arms, man. And like Colombia is his spot, and that's actually where I'm going first. I'm going to Barranquilla. I'm
Oh,
leaving on
nice.
Yeah, I'm leaving on the 31st because they do Carnival in February, so I'm gonna be there for the whole month. And yeah, man, we gonna get it popping, man. Definitely, I figure what better time than to start the channel than Carnival. So I'm like, I know it's gonna win. It's gonna be women from
Oh,
everywhere down
oh,
there.
it's gonna be crazy out there.
It's gonna be crazy, bro. Amos Brown with the $20 super sticker. Appreciate you, brother. Oh my God, at your wife's house all day. Oh,
Nice.
good Lord. He every time he come in,
Down the Mongo.
Bang,
Jesus
bang,
Christ.
bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Yo,
that. Shit like that.
man, with the $100 super chat, he says salute from Pattaya, Thailand to Big Brother Jerome. And yes, Happy New Year's. 2023 is about the average man traveling, living life, and getting the girl, not the 6 foot giga chad. 2023 is the year of the average man with a passport. No more waiting. We flying. You damn.
Mm.
Yeah, I got yeah. On that note, I gotta hit you with the shout out to
Mm.
everybody that sent the super chat, man. I appreciate the support, man. I really do, you guys. It means the world to me, brother. I really do, man. Um, so how did you come up with the name Brazil? Yes, did you come up with that because that was the first place you went, or like is that like the country that you like the most out of everywhere you've been so far, or how that work?
No, my friend started calling me that after I went there for 17 times off my salary, and I was doing side jobs just to keep going. So at the time I was probably making like 20, like a little under 29,000, and I kept going. I was doing side jobs at people's house to increase my income coming in. Because I'm a master at HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air, and I also teach people and stuff like that. So I was like, man. So I said, yo, I'm gonna take all of this. I'm gonna do side jobs. I'm gonna teach people. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to return to Brazil, and then I just start going. Sometimes I go 3 times a month, and I was just going, and I couldn't stop. I could not stop. So after a while, my friend was like, "Yo, you love Brazil. Your new name is Brazil, yes," and it just stuck. It just stuck. And then I knew it was official, and I knew people knew what I was talking about as far as like Brazil, because that was my first stops. When RIP to Charles Tyler, when he hit me up in a private box on Facebook, he was like, yo, I heard about what you're doing. People keep talking about you. This new guy out here talking about Brazil. Yo, we got to collab. But of course, his untimely passing. But yeah, so that's how it just stuck. It just once I saw everybody call him like, yo, that's Brazil, yes, and it just like people start saying it more and more and more. I was like, yo, I need to put that as my name on YouTube, and then that's when it changed over, and then everybody called me every time they see me in public. Yo, Brazil, yes, what up, bro? And I was like, it just started sticking. And now I tried to change my name to the architect. They was like, yeah, I'm not calling you that. I know you as Brazil, yes. I'm not calling you that, bro. Only thing I know you about is Brazil. So that's it now is everywhere. So even people that refer to me, like it's so crazy. My friend called me. He said, yo, I ain't talked to him in about a year. He said, yo, they talking about Passport Bros and this guy named Brazil Yes. And they was talking bad, like, yo, this guy on the internet is telling guys to go overseas and stuff like that. So he was like, Brazil Yes. He was like, yo, I know him. He was like, bro, man, he cool as hell. He ain't like, man, I'm telling you, that dude cool. And y'all got a misconception about him if y'all think that this guy's a bad guy. So he was like, he doing what he loved to do. He loved to travel. I found that out the hard way when I was one of the ones that told him not to go. So he was like, yo, bro, that name right there, people are not gonna let up. He was like, people are not gonna let up. So I tried to say, yo, let me adjust. He was like, nah, it ain't working. Just leave it. I probably tried to put passport doc and all this. He was like, it ain't working. Get rid of all of that. You forever gonna be known as Brazil, yes. So I just left it at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, speaking of Brazil, have you heard about this situation with Austin Holloman that he got caught up in with these?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about it, but let me just say this. And
Yeah.
again, when you give like, I'm 40, about to be 40 in 1 week, and you learn in life. Like some guys are older, some older guys always tell me, man, you more wiser than you know. Before I started speaking on Brazil, I went to Brazil a certain amount of times, right? And so when you want to give people, like I look at people from afar, I look at their disposition, I look at their personality, all of that, and I say, yo, this guy's somebody I can collab with. This guy is somebody I can't collab with. And I'm going to just keep it honest. Stuff that I was seeing, I was like, well, maybe he need to take his time but everybody was pushing him out. Yo, yes, you need to do this. As much as I've been in Brazil, as much knowledge that I have in Brazil, still never took shots at nobody. Still never, yo, you need to go out and seek him. And I'm like, so I was like, well, let the young man get used to Brazil first to know his ins and outs before he actually take that leap. So again, some of us like want to quick to give out info, but we got to get the knowledge first. So I was like, maybe you need to get the knowledge. So I'm going on about it. They was like, yo, he living out there now. And I'm like, oh, cool. The brother living out there. And I said, well, you might want to move a certain type of way in Brazil. All of us who've been to Brazil years ago, we know certain places and how they operate. And I'm hearing that guys were trying to give him this advice on, I don't know if he rejected it. I don't know if he accepted it. But I'm hearing that the advice was put out from a lot of these vets who live out there but then you got those guys who go out there or live out there and they don't have the as you say, and they made a bad name for themselves, but you don't know that. You think that because this guy's living there, because it still don't know he know the lay of the land, and he could be putting himself in danger as well as you when you link up with certain people, right? So I was humble enough after I started going to watch the Charles Tylers because I didn't find out about them till later. But I said, well, let me go. Them guys are vets. Let me go listen to the vets. Let me go get the knowledge before I start putting content out. Let me go hear what they say. Let me go study the personality of the country. And so that's why I went from the bottom of Brazil to where nobody's at, to the Amazon, to everywhere else. I said, let me gain this knowledge first. Let me just say this. The public got a way to put you out there so fast, not caring because they want to be entertained, to tear you down later. Or not care if you being torn down, or saying, man, that brother should have moved differently. That's what'll happen. That's why people say, a guy said this to me the other day, yo, where the women at? I said, they're wherever your eyes are, but they obviously not on the screen. And I don't have to placate to an audience just to get likes, I don't do that. And I'm never going to do that. And people knock me for years for not doing it. If I want to show women, I'm going to show women. If I don't, I don't. It's my choice, but I'm going to know how to move when I show them, right? I'm going to know how to present them when I show them, even if they're on the beach dancing, shaking their boot. That's part of their culture. But I'm not going to be the one to try to keep like getting something off that. So long story short, I just want to say, I think that this situation is a teaching lesson, a teaching moment for that young brother. And brothers are still reaching out to him, I'm hearing. Some people saying that they got pushed back. Some people saying as if, I don't know what's going on. Some people saying, well, he's receptive to this, but he gave pushback on that. Don't know the actualities of anything. I'm just saying from afar what I'm hearing from all of this stuff that I'm seeing. All of the people or the guys that trying to make money, I don't care if it's on YouTube or Andrew Tate, I'm hearing that something happened to him trying to make money. Now he's in a situation, whether it's false or real, I don't know. All I'm saying, he's in a situation right now when he's trying to, any guy that's in a situation right now trying to make their audience all about women, or the guys that's being targeted. The guys that's being targeted, whether it's unfair target, whether it's fair target, that's up to the person and their feelings. I don't know. But this is a teaching moment for the young brother to like mix up the content, mix up the, like, move in a different light, move in a different direction, and make it all about encompassing about the whole aspect of travel, instead of like the same thing that everybody want to see. Eventually that audience is just going to want to see it, and you're not going to be able to switch over one day. So at this moment, make that switch and you'll see it'll still work out for you in the end. So that situation, and we know not to go to Salvador is full of feminists, and it's full of women that have, you come from America and they go to Salvador and they got this back to Africa feeling. So they take ownership of it also. And they in the ear of a lot of women that's out there. So I'm like, if you want to do a particular content, Salvador is never the way to go. We know this as veterans, because eventually something is going to happen out there, because you're going to show them in a certain light, and somebody one day is going to say something about it, or they're going to have their feelings. So we know what type of environment that is. Again, you got to know the temperature. So we knew what type of temperature Salvador was on. We know what type of temperature the women are on, and they very heavily into what Black Americans are doing. We know this. Now, is that the entire state of Bahia? No, because you could go to those other places that might not be on that particular type of time, but that particular area that these guys are placing themselves in is like that. So this is a teaching moment that you got to know the temperature of all of these places that you go to. Rio is on that type of time. Rio's on that type of time. But when you make a bad name, it's going to spread around the whole entire country. You got those places where you can lay low. Yeah, you do. You got those places where you can still be out there doing your thing. And yeah, like you could go to the Dubai or Brazil that I've gone to, and you could go down there, and now you're away from all of that. And they won't bother you down there. And they ain't gonna recognize you, because them people too busy getting money and relaxing. So you got places like that in Brazil, those places that you could go to, lay low and stuff like that, and change up and let things settle down. But I've seen it. I'm hearing the responses, and some people are not happy with the responses from who I've spoken to. They're not happy with the responses, trying to give like constructive criticism, also giving advice and all of that. So when you got somebody, I just pull back, not saying he's like that, not saying he's not receptive, right? Because he might be at that moment where he's very receptive to what's happening. Don't know. All I'm saying is this is a teaching moment for the young brother. Anytime you go into these places, know the temperature and do diligent research on how you're supposed to move in these places when you got a following and a lot of these guys pushing them out there, pushing them out there, pushing them out there, not giving guidance why they pushing them out there. They just want to push them out there because they want revenge on American women. I don't rock with those type of dudes. I don't rock with nobody like that who want revenge on them. And most of those guys that are followers, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are like that. A lot of them push it. Yeah, you need to just go. Yeah, you need to do this. Yeah, you need to, without giving that guidance. Some of the guys I'm hearing that's he's close with was giving that guidance. They was giving him that guidance, and whether he was receptive to it or he took it in, I don't know. But I'm saying I'm hearing a lot of guys did give him that guidance. Some guys who outside of the talking to him about all this travel from day one, those guys tried to reach out because they Brazil vets and they try to reach out. And so who knows? But this is a teaching moment. Know the lay of the land. And when your channel starts growing like that and you become viral, they're watching. Like they're watching me right now. You think that the world isn't watching Yes Jonas? And they watching all my videos, going through all of them with a fine-tooth comb, but they can't find anything because my decorum, how I present myself, and how I put everything out there. They going through everything with the. You think they not searching for something? You think right now they not searching for something? But I know how to move in Brazil to where people embrace me and hug me and cry when I leave. So that's what type of response I get. So whether they cry every time, uh, but at least I get the love out there because I know how to move around these places and I read the temperature. Like I knew I'm sitting with a Russian who looked like he probably working for the boss out there, and he's looking me up and down. And then when they start speaking to me, they was like, he not a. But I read the room, and you gotta read the room. You gotta be a master at reading the room. But the brother's young. This is a moment for him. They coming after him. I'm hearing trying to get everything shut down. People are passing it because of sensationalism, and the people that wanted him to fall are going to start coming out the woodwork. I'm not coming here to tear the young brother down. I'm just not going to do that. People want me to tear down, but I know how to read the room in Brazil. So people want me to tear him down, say, yo, this is why yes, this is probably why he doesn't mess with him or anything like that. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. So y'all can miss me with the negativity. I'm saying that he got to get a better group of men and listen to those brothers who, and then look, my pops always told me when I was coming up, a hard head make a soft behind. So if you don't listen to these vets, like if I go to Thailand, I'm gonna seek people that's in Thailand, and I'm gonna really delve into their knowledge of Thailand. Not just and if they just strictly on wanting to be and show women and all, I'm gonna remove myself from them type of guys. But the guys that really, you could show little women, you could pull back, show the culture, you could pull back, show the music, you could pull back, show the art, you could put. That's how you do it, so you don't get targeted to where they ain't trying to tear your channel down, they ain't trying to rip it down, and a lot of guys listen to me later. Now their channels are through the roof. But the guys who didn't listen to me, right, and didn't take my knowledge back in those times where I'm like, yo, y'all might want to flip it, because that's why I deleted my first channel. I probably would have been at 200,000 subscribers right now. But I deleted that first channel because I know like that ain't the way I want to go. All of these women hating guys and stuff like that. I'm like, that's why always my motto is, we don't hate United States of America women. We don't hate them, but we don't date United States of America women. Foreign women for the foreign-minded United States of America man. That's been my motto for almost 10 years. So and I want brothers to focus on. So if he starts listening to the guys that been there, but he's young, so who knows? He still wants to. We passed that. A lot of us are past it. Some guys I know are still on it, and that's why they money looking funny. But some guys that really understand how you supposed to move overseas, they appreciate me putting this out there. They appreciate me trying to give it out. All my videos giving knowledge out. I got a video called The Thumb Game, where how they slip stuff in your. So I got all of that stuff. You just got to go seek it if you want it. So we want to push the brother forward. Let him know that you got to start listening. The world is watching. Anytime you got that tag as Passport Bros, and the reason why I started pushing this, and now it's everywhere. King Sigma came up with it. I started pushing it everywhere. Now look at it. Everybody's a Passport Bro. So, and I appreciate King Sigma. Him and I was talking through email a couple days ago, and he got the proof that he was saying it first, and everybody got that for him. He got proof. So I started pushing it. Once he said, "Yo, you can have it," start pushing it now. But once you got that tag now, because it's looked at as dudes that just hate, then he got that tag on his videos without having the tag. Well, that's just another Passport Bro, right? That hate American women. And then now they got them women that's in these countries like Salvador Bahia, Brazil, who watching these videos, and they saying they friends with these feminists in that part of Brazil. Yo, did you see what he said to that girl? He making it seem like she's, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna sensationalize it. So we don't want to tear the brother down. We just want to be able to help him out, put some positive thoughts, and tell him to go to different places. Advise him to go to different places and leave Brazil alone at this moment. He probably working on it right now. He probably reject everything I'm saying and get that bravado. Like, yo, who is he? He ain't nobody, and who knows? But hopefully he receptive to this, and just he start reading the temperature and putting himself in different. And some people say they reach out to these guys. You reached out to me easy. I responded to you. Rome. Soon as you sent me that email, I responded right away. I responded instantly. People saying, yo, I tried to reach out to them. My inbox don't have their names in there. My inbox don't have nobody's name in there that said they tried to reach out to me. My email is on every damn live video. You could find me. You could go to my website and all of that. So you could leave a message in my website, give me a. Cats have done that in the last couple of days. I'm gonna return an email. They want to do live streams with me. So all I'm saying is a particular way to move, is a particular way to do so, is a particular way to get yourself out there and your gripes about dating and marriage without finding yourself running off emotions instead of just sitting back and giving that second of thought and say, yo, do I really want to go to this place? How is this place? I'm just not going to listen to this one guy. I'm just not going to listen to this. Is a way to do it.
Right.
Is a way to go through all of the content and see. So that's all I'm saying. And I had to say that because I don't want nobody to think I'm tearing the brother down, because I haven't made any content about nothing, because I'm not going to do that. Like, yo, he should have did this. I could easily come out and be negative toward the brother. No, let me be constructive criticism right now, and also uplift the brother and say, move to a different place, and then get with them brothers who have decorum. You don't want that. You want your audience to be a certain way. Well, now you gotta bear that burden. But if you do want to move in a different line, he can.
Right. I hear you. Let me get caught up with these super chats. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So Tech one with the $2 super chat said our guest speaker is here for the Passport Bros. Thank you, sir. Mr. Bobby Wright with the $10 super chat. He said salute. Let's see. On that then. Will with the $4.99 super chat says, fellas, just keep it simple. Just travel and enjoy your life. Respect the countries that you travel to and respect the culture. Oh, and shout out to Helga, man. I'm like, I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's pretty viral and popular in this space. I just
Oh,
had her
salute to
on.
her.
Yeah, I just had her on like about a week ago. See, Bert Ross with the $4.99 super chat says, always keep your face clean, always respect, and the always of the land, always respect the locals, keep your face clean in and out of the country. That's right. Am I caught up now? All right. think all right, I'm caught up. All right, last words for the people at home, and tell them where they can find you at.
Again, I want all of your audience to go buy my shirts, YesYonas.com, man. The Blue Book Movement, we moving forward. The Passport Bros, we moving forward. NOMP, NOMP, nothing over my passport. That hashtag is everywhere also. So again, you can find me on my channel, Brazil Yes. I'm Brazil Yes everywhere. You Google, everything come up. The lady said all she did was put in Brazil Yes on Google. Everything came up. She was looking at pages and pages and pages of stuff, trying to find a chink. So, but again, yo, it's simple. It is quite simple. You know, women are a focal point, but they shouldn't be your entire focal point. We know that there are good women out there. Rome just said Helga, or I'm not sure who she is, but maybe she's a good person. But we know that they're just this the icing, the strawberry, whatever term you want to use. But stack the paper, put your head down and work. That's the first thing you need to do. Get this right. Get this right. You guys need to get that right. A lot of guys are battling with that right now. We get that right. We focus on what our agenda, our goals. When you ain't got no goals, bro, you're a man lost. And your goal was to get a passport. Now your goal is to travel. And some of you are making it to where you want to live out there. That's the order that it should go in. And you're working on your mind. You're working on your mentals. You're working on all of these skills that you need as an individual person, and then you go from there. Then pick the places, study the places. You want to learn a language? Don't be ashamed about it. I went and started learning Portuguese. I learned Portuguese in 11 months, and I still don't know some stuff. I'm still learning at this point. Always be willing to learn about different places that you go to. And when you have that one track mind, you lose everything in a process. You lose how the globe work. You lose how the GDP is making your dollar go up and down. You lose the information, the history. You lose stuff that you could meet and become a family with some of the locals in these countries. You want to operate like that. You want to do what's going to increase instead of start destroying stuff that you could be learning or you could be picking up. So that's what I say to a lot of the guys out there. Again, preach, church. So I ain't trying to be churchy. I ain't trying to preach you. I'm like, yo, it's a dope globe, bro. It's a dope world out there. The negativity. If you're gonna put negativity, at least put 35% of it in your mind or less, and try to work lower that 35%. But put all positivity during the day in your mind. Just start putting positivity in there. Look at the countries. Just imagine yourself being there. That'll put years on your life. The top 5 things that men spend their money on is like alcohol, sports, dating, and gaming and stuff like that. If you can control your spending habits and stuff like that, man, you could go see all of these places you imagine. If you put your head down and work, you could see all of these places that you imagine. So, and I feel that all of these guys should have that motivation, yo. And I'm telling you, I got it. Y'all see me wild overseas, but I got it because I know who I'm around. I know who I surround myself. And get yourself a network full of guys that's going to pull your coattails and you listen. I don't care if you're 45. I don't care if you're 50. I don't care if you're 60. You need to listen. So I don't care what age you are. Get around a network of men that'll pull your coattails and be like, bro, you moving in there. I got OG Will who just came in here. Whenever I'm not moving in a certain way, OG Will, bro, I don't know what to tell you, but you know you done effed up, right? So and he say that to me. And he, as an OG, I respect it. This man is in his 60s. And he always come with, so get yourself a network full of guys that's going to pull your coattails and be receptive. Be receptive to what they're saying because many of these guys don't mean you no harm. So get yourself a network full of fellas. I got my group, NOMP, NOMP. So, and there's a group. So, again, that's what I want to say. My last words, Rome, I thank you for letting me join your platform, bro. Again, yo, whatever. Hey, Rome, I need to put you on the WhatsApp group, man, so you could chop it up with us. Yeah, so I'm gonna send you the information after we get off there through email. But that's all I want to say is, fellas, if you want to reach me, like I said, Brazil Yes, go to www.yesowners.com. It's on the screen right now. You could always get in touch with me there. You could, bro. And I also, Rome, I'm gonna tell your audience, I'm pretty expensive with the consultations. That's why I rarely get those, because when I'm on the phone with them, I'm going through everything. Whatever they want to ask me, whatever, how to increase it. Yo, how did you travel to Brazil 17 times or $29,000? I give those blueprints. I give blueprints on how you was able to stay out the country on your first time, 30 days. I give those blueprints of what happened to me, how to become a 9 to 5 traveler, because most of these guys still got employment. How to save your money, how to, because it burns in your pocket, it burns in your bank account. And I give lessons. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, let me put that out there, but I'm telling you what worked for me, and that's the only thing I could go for off my own experiences. And that's what I give in all my consultations. So that's how I talk to a lot of these guys who know me. They consult with me, but it's pretty expensive. But you spend money to go overseas, you can pay for a consultation. That's how I see it. And if you really want a life-changing lesson or whatever like that, you get on the phone, man. I'm gonna drop so many gems. You're gonna have to get a notepad and pen and write a lot of this stuff down. So again, I thank you and your audience. I thank y'all for watching. I thank you for chopping me up. I'm gonna keep going out the country. I'm gonna keep using my passport. Still, I'm never going to listen to the haters. I'm never going to be afraid to get out there and try something different. Never. Because the moment you stop growing is the moment you need to cease. That's when everything is done with you. So start learning languages, learning the lay of the land, the people, networks, and all of that. Put your head down and work. Work 3 jobs if you have to. But get out there and do it, man. Start building up that bank account. And I'm telling you, that's going to make this a lot better. You're going to see it to 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50, 100,000 or more. You're going to be like, yo, I need to keep doing this. How can I do this? So that's what I'm saying. So shout out to you, Rome. Thank you for having me on here, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. I'll be looking out for that email, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and get out of here.
All right, peace out.
Peace out, brother. Let me get caught up on these super chats real quick. We go ahead and wrap up. Bluff City Nerd with the $5 super chat say OG Brazil yes. Excuse me, OG Brazil yes in Rome. This live is already a classic. Still waiting on my passport. Can't wait to put it to use. And Helga, I saw that chat where you say you got a new crush. I ain't trying to hear that noise. Traveler 4444 said, I'm old and I'm here to listen with the $5 super set. Thank you, sir. All right. Think that's it. I think I'm caught up. All right, you guys, man. I appreciate you guys coming on by. I want to thank Brazil Yes again for coming in. Definitely been a long time coming. Before y'all leave, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the Travel Vlog channel. I'm so excited, man. Well, we about 2.5 weeks. Whoa, I'm ready to go, bro. It's on the flow, man. Please subscribe to the travel channel. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate everybody that sent the super chat. All right. Until the next live tomorrow, we're gonna have Minka on. So a little bit of femininity on the channel. It's not gonna be a real long one, but have her on probably for about 40, 45 minutes or so. All right. So until tomorrow, y'all know how we ride out. Deuces.